dollar index. Euro yen.
Oh wow, that went rather quickly, even before my preparing is completed. Yeah. I see, pound yen is already at the target, sorry. Just a second. That was much faster than I planned.
Dollar index. Limits off. Euro yen.
Yeah, it's likely gonna go higher, but I have no real target here. That's a little bit of a problem, so I took profit at the previous high.
Hey Swing, nice start.
Yeah, there is another level, but this is pretty far away. This is like what was yesterday was 76 pips something. But yeah, like this. Oh, it's 160. Yeah? I had another one that was a little bit closer, but yeah, that's why I took profit at the high here.
SwingFish, where did you get long on pound yen?
Sorry, what did you say?
Where did you enter pound yen? Wait, I'm watching right now. 460. It's good entry, man.
I was a little bit late. I saw it dips back and okay, let's hit it. Then I had to stop below the pivot. And then it just went up and I scaled in and moved the stop below VWAP.
Well done, well done. Yeah, it's a good trading group. There's some really talented traders in here. After your session, there was a few analysis on euro dollar. For me, well, euro dollar looked a little bit hard to analyze, so I watched dollar Swiss. That looked really good.
Yeah, there are a few good guys, but most of them don't talk. That's a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, I do enjoy the voice chat a lot more than the chat. Because sometimes if you text something, it's harder to understand the meaning behind the words, but compared to when you hear someone speaking, I think.
Yeah, that is true. I didn't say anything for this trade because I'm really late today, and then I saw, okay, this is testing the high. Let's just buy it a little bit, and then it pulled back, and okay, I'm hitting it hard.
Yeah, there were traders as well yesterday. Like after you were done with the session, they were already buying the pound.
Yeah, I got stopped out and it went straight back up.
Yeah, it happens.
Just now, it actually hit the target I had yesterday.
Already, yeah. You did it in 4 hours, now 30 minutes. It's quite good.
And here, that's proof that being early and being right, being early and being wrong is the same.
Yeah.
I wasn't wrong, but I was too early.
That's a good move, 20 pips. I'm watching cable here. It go above the 600 mark, but it looks very bullish, so I do think it can.
Yeah, on pound yen, actually, the next level is 160 pips higher.
Wow.
That sounds a bit unrealistic, but yeah, well, this is the pound, so it will happen in 15 minutes.
If you watch the dollar, or I mean the daily, we were at 153 at the daily swing high, so it's definitely possible.
Yeah, right. Like I said, it's a pound. It could happen in 15 minutes. Euro is still down. Euro yen just kissing the VWAP, so there's gonna be a pullback now. Spread was really bad when I entered. Just see that on my deal map. They are very, very high. I almost caught the low when it dipped down, but the entry is like, how much is that? It's like 2.5 pips spread.
That's very big.
Now it's okay. Now it's like typical pound style 0.7. When I entered, the spread was over 2 pips. Dip down and oh, nice! That's nice, and I bought that dip, but I have no. The deal map is much higher. This damn spread, whatever.
Yeah, you got a nice move.
Yen.
I'm just waiting for a very clear move. Why is the dollar strong? I thought on, well, I guess they pumped it to dump it again. Because for the Friday, possibly a bearish dollar market, but it can still be bearish. It could just be a minor pullback. Swing, do you trade every day? I mean, 5
Yeah.
days a week or 7? Because I usually, I was also gonna trade this session, but for me the price didn't do a great enough of a pullback for me.
Just going to run through the major headlines and market moves as we approach the European cash open. Both European and US equity futures are on the front foot this morning, scaling new highs ahead of the European cash open. German 10-year bonds also seeing a lift this morning, this after the soft German retail sales data. News from the US, we did see another record for the Fed's reverse repo overnight, 1.19 trillion being parked. Also reports the White House is set to tackle the housing shortage with a plan for 100,000 affordable homes. The night in Asia's focus on data, the Chinese Caixin manufacturing PMI for August dropped to 49.2 from 50.3. There was a slight beat for Australian GDP, spot 7 versus spot 4. This was second quarter data though, so before the recent lockdowns. Also comments from the BOJ Deputy Governor, who warned against premature tightening of monetary policy. Asian bourses were mostly higher, Nikkei and the Chinese CSI 300 both up around 1.3%. Looking ahead to today's action, OPEC Plus set to be meeting today for the first time since July. Delegates are expected to stick to their planned production increase. Reuters sources saying yesterday it's very likely that the 400,000 barrel a day increase will go ahead from September. Sources from the Bloomberg website saying as well that the ministers are expected to ratify October's increase as well. With regards to timing, the JMMC meeting starts at 3 p.m. London time, followed by the OPEC Plus meeting scheduled to start at 4 p.m. London time.
Morning. What did I miss?
And finally, to data today, we do get Eurozone manufacturing PMI prints, including the final reads from France, Germany, Eurozone, and the UK. In the US this afternoon, the ADP employment change and ISM manufacturing likely to be the main focus.
SwingFish, what do you think are reliable percentages to aim for?
Sorry, what did you say?
What do you think is a good average target to aim for? I need to do 10% on the prop firm, but I made 1% yesterday, so I'm kind of taking it easy this week. Because I was trading a little bit too aggressive, too much margin per position. But what do you think is over the years?
How much leverage do you have?
How much leverage? Let me 1 second. I think 1 to 60. Let me check this out. No. Only 1 to 6. Only 1 to 6.
Then you always go all in anyway.
Okay. Yeah, because I need to do 8k and my maximum lot is 4 lots.
I would not really shoot for a target. I would shoot for a loss.
Like, let's say if you lose $400 or $200 on the day you cut it and you leave it.
Euro yen.
Yeah, something like that.
But let's say if you hit the so you keep on trade. But when would you stop trading? When the volume slows down or when you had a good enough day? Because yesterday I started with 0.5% during Asian, and then I kept on trading, and I got the pound buys as well with you. But yeah, I was kind of lucky. Normally I don't do it 3 trades in a row.
Yeah, for me it's like if I have like 0.5% or something like that, I'm gonna take it really slow because I don't want to give the money back. But generally speaking, if you're on a roll, I mean, if the market just do what you want, then there's no reason to stop.
Yeah. But you mean slow down on the position sizing? Because there are some rules, definitely with trading bigger position sizing. I need to build more rules because there's more, or not necessarily more emotion, but let's say 0.5% on 80k is a lot more than 0.5% on 20.
No, it's not. Percent is 0.5%.
Yeah, true. But I mean from a learning experience, because it's you need to, it's I think as well, like you say, it's a kind of a mindset you need to have. It's still 0.5%, but just looking at the digits, I mean in this way, but I kinda got rid of that as well.
Oh yeah, that's why I never look at the digits.
Yeah.
Especially for me, like I'm trading my master account has all the time a different balance. Like now it's 258,000, and 2 weeks ago it was like 94,000, and I have another account with 400,000. So this is like, if you look at the numbers, it's gonna just make you crazy.
Yeah. Yes.
A very noob question. What's a leverage?
It's a credit you get from the broker, basically.
Yes.
If you have 1-2 leverage, as example, then the broker gives you, allows you to trade with double the money you actually have.
I'm actually quite happy. Like with prop firms where I have lower leverage, I trade more consistent.
Yeah, and that is the secret to make money, basically.
Yeah.
Well, about I wanted to say something else about when you stop trading kind of thing. This is more about psychology than it is about numbers.
Yes. Yes.
So I have days where I just stop trading and like I made money and then okay, this is it for me because this was a dumb trade and I was just lucky.
Yeah. That's what I mean by yesterday as well with the pound buys. I really was buying at the breakout way too aggressive. Because if it didn't work out, I would have given away most of the profit. So yeah, I'm definitely taking it slower. If I see a good setup, I'll take very low risk.
Yeah, it's not really about risk. If you like see, okay, this is like a 90% probability that this is actually gonna happen what you plan. And this is like, it's not far as example or something like that. And then, okay, you hit it hard. You hit it really hard. And then it works and fine. That's just, you figured out this is a high probability and you bet on it. So that's not really a high risk type of thing. This is just, you made a decision and the probability is extremely high. So this is not a dumb trade. This is just, okay, this is very high probability.
European cash equity market is set to open. Some data due as well. We've got Dutch manufacturing PMI for August, prior read of 67.4. And from the emerging markets, Turkish GDP year on year for the second quarter, seen rising 21% against a prior 7%.
It's interesting
For
for me as
context,
well.
in Australia, retail traders are restricted to 130 by the rules of our government masters.
Yeah, I changed my trading account actually a month before ASEC did that just to make my point. Because I'm still rocking like 14% or something like that with 1-30 leverage. It's, if you trade reasonably, that's way more than enough to make money.
Yeah. Because the higher leverage you go, the more gamblers you will see, I think, as well.
Okay, sometimes I have some problems, like if I have in multiple positions and I want to scale in or something like that. But these are this type of trades, this really scalping trades, where you have a 2 or 3 pip stop loss and then you hit it really hard with like, I don't know, with 0.2% or something like that.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna get into margin problems if you already have other positions open. For normal trading, like 1-30 is more than enough.
Yeah. Because
My
the thing is,
general, and admittedly amateur, view is that once you get to amounts like 1:500 and you aren't a legit professional, you're gambling with it, not trading.
SwingFish, what do you think? What do you think is best to train the psychology? Experience?
Because you almost certainly won't use all that extra leverage correctly.
Like I said, if you have a 1 pip stop loss and you're risking like 0.5%, you will use it. But this is like, I don't know, this is a one-time kind of thing. This is not happening every day. And I would never risk that much because the slippage gonna cost you so much. If you have 500,000 on an account and you try to fit 0.5% of risk into a range of 2.5 pips, if you get stopped out, the slippage will be at least double of what you have risked.
Oh yeah. I don't like. That's too crazy. The 1 pip stop loss.
I usually do that with 5, 6, maybe 10 lots max. But then that's it, because if you do it with more, your risk is gonna get up exponentially, even if you have the same stop loss. About the loss kind of thing, yeah, this is, you just need to know yourself. Like I said before, I made some trades. Okay, this is, I fucked up this one. Let's make one more normal trade, and then I fucked it up too, and then I usually stop trading, even if I'm in profit. It's not like you stop trading when you have a certain loss. You just stop trading when you know that you're gonna fuck up. Most of the time we know. Just need to be able to admit it to yourself.
Yeah, no, that's why I just watched the charts today, no positions.
Like I mean, at least 3 times a week somebody asks me why you don't have a position open, and then because there's nothing to trade. And but yeah, this is gonna go up, yeah, but it also can go back, so I don't know. And well, that's just how it is. Right now, this is like it. We talked about this is gonna go up 160 pips, but it's not gonna go up now. Maybe it does, but well, my trade is already over. The main thing is, yeah, you need to just know yourself. Like, if you think about, oh, I'm gonna buy that now, like you see, looking at the price, oh, this looks so good, and like we talked before, there's like 160 pips target, and we have a 15 pip to the stop, to the VWAP, maybe 20 to the actual stop loss, and okay, let's just take that one. And it's just a dumb trade because it's gonna make a VWAP retest for sure. And then that's the moment when you just say, okay, this you planning to throw money away, and that's when you stop trading. If you're in a loss, if you hit your max loss already, that's too late. Way too late. But the max loss is like the emergency stop or something like that. And max loss must be based on equity and not on your balance. Also very, very important.
I think I'm missing something. It when SwingFish makes a trade.
Dollar index.
So what I do, I have just some of these digital pads where I show you how to do that. Like this. Turn on the camera. Yeah, I have these pads. It costs like $2. So I write the numbers on that, and so I actually have written them down. That is the most important part. The act of taking a pen and writing down the numbers, that's actually important.
Euro dollar.
I was an English tutor for like 5 years, and I think that people often underestimate the power of actually writing things down for sure. The physical action is very powerful.
Yeah, that's actually true.
What else do you think is important besides
True.
writing down?
Just self-awareness, basically. Like the most mistake people do, they do something stupid, they make money, and then they feel so good about themselves. If I do something stupid, I usually say it out loud during the live stream so everybody knows it. Like I make a shit ton of money, but I did it in a really bad way. I usually say it that I did it.
What about if you're on win streak, on lose streaks? This is also something a lot of new traders have to be careful for, right?
But if your risk is in check, it doesn't really matter. I have many days where I have 4 losers in a row and I still make money at the end of the day.
Yeah, no, I know it's professional, but I mean the amateurs, because they are like, I need to make it all back in one trade.
Yeah, that's or taking losses. I mean, how to say that? Like your trade is already failed as example, but you're already you're still in the position for some reason because your risk is not exceeded yet. Or let's just say this is shitty price action. Your stop is below the structure. Price goes below, and you already know this is gonna stop you out. Like price breaks the VWAP and we are in the lower half and you're buying actually, and then you see how prices move and you already know that you're gonna get stopped out. So and then price goes back up to the VWAP and the beginner trader will say, oh nice, because price is going up because you're long, so you're actually having less loss. And this is where I would just close the position because with a small loss instead of waiting to get stopped out. People usually try to wait for the position to be green, but if you're, like I said, if you're below VWAP already, and the prices starts to, the momentum to the downside is much larger than the momentum to the upside, you know this is never going to turn green anymore, and so just take the best loss possible, which is the VWAP.
Yes, you need to accept that you're wrong as well.
But there are many times where you know that you're wrong before you get stopped out.
Dutch manufacturing PMI down to 65.8 from 67.4. Turkish GDP still waiting for, looking for 21%.
This is really hard. Like yesterday, I got stopped out, but I didn't close the position because I was thinking, oh, okay, there is some structure. It's gonna retest that structure, which it did, and then I actually scaled in at that point, and then it broke the structure and stopped me out. This is just shit happens. Of course, after that, it went right back up. At that point, the day's over. That's okay. That's it, and party's over. But the most important thing is that you know what's happening, basically.
7%.
I guess the theory is more to always have a plan based on evidence as opposed to feeling. Such as your example with the structure.
Yeah, maybe I have an example where I actually did that, but I think on RCN I have one. Usually I make reversal trades then when that happens. And I need to turn off the deal map because that's gonna load like gonna take 1,000 years to load. Turn off deal map and use the built-in deal map. It takes forever to enable it. All right. Here's one. I just have to enable the VWAP. Oops. Here's an example. I bought it, but I just closed it at the best chance. It went over the VWAP a little bit, and I had, okay, never mind. That's it. Party's over, because it made a new low, and I mean it went up. It would have made me some sort of profit, but that's not the point. You just have to make the decision. I declared this trade as loss because it touched the VWAP twice from below. So there is a very, very low probability that this is actually gonna go up. It went up. I could have made some very small amount of money. But look what happened after that. If I would have held it, that would be a major loss. There was another one where I reversed. Here, yeah.
We are about to refresh the broadcaster, so the player will show up there for the next 15 seconds or so. We'll give you a heads up once we're back on.
Let me just redraw a trend line here for the fun of it. Okay. So like here, I bought it in expecting it to go up, and again, I was just too early. It went down, it touched the VWAP from below, it went a little bit up, but there was a lot of downwards momentum. And then I just decided that this is not going to work out. And then I started to sell it while still being long, and then close the buy position. And the sell positions basically paid for everything. You have to make the decision at some point that this is not going to work out. And then you either take the loss or you make a counter trade. I made a counter trade in this example because the range was large enough to do it. And in hindsight, it went straight up as expected, but that's not the point. Being early and being wrong is the same thing.
We're just under 10 minutes away from Spanish manufacturing PMI. For August, seen unchanged at 59.
Damn, is that slow with the deal map on?
Gold.
Swing, is it possible to make a video about jurisdiction thing in FOID related?
Three minutes still Spanish manufacturing PMI. We're looking for an unchanged print at 59 in August. 1 minute. And 59.5 for Spanish manufacturing PMI. 59.5 up from 59 prior. Expectations were for an unchanged print.
Oh, euro dollar looks interesting.
That would be a good idea. One reference video.
Oh, it's weekly weave up, never mind. Yeah, maybe I'm making some whiteboard thing or something like that that explains it. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna buy the euro.
We're 10 minutes away from the bottom of the hour. More PMI data due, this time from Switzerland. Manufacturing PMI for August seen pulling back to 68 from a prior 71.1.
Euro dollar. Dollar index. Euro dollar.
3 minutes till Swiss manufacturing PMI, seen pulling back to 68 from 71, spot 1. One minute. Ten seconds. $67.7 for Swiss manufacturing PMI, 67.7 below the 68 expected.
Euro dollar. Dollar index.
Just under 10 minutes till Italian manufacturing PMI for August, expecting a slight pullback to 60.1 from 60.3. We then get the final prints from France, Germany, and the Eurozone in the regular 5-minute intervals.
I'm glad I didn't buy the euro.
Three minutes to Italian manufacturing PMI for August, expecting a slight pullback to 60.1 from 60.3.
Dollar index.
One minute.
How's it going? Well, everybody's here right now.
Ten seconds. $60.9 for Italian manufacturing PMI. 60.9, that's up from 60.3 prior. Have been seen drop into 60.1.
I can't tell if SwingFish watching a video of himself.
I think he's like putting a journal entry with a video,
Oh.
but he's probably like, I think he's a way man. Like when there's not a picture of him, then like I don't know where he is. You know, for the longest time, I thought that like he was every time he traded, he was listening to this kind of hard dance music, but it's just in the. For the longest time, I thought that like. It's just in the video.
Oh, really? He's not listening to it?
The headline PMI figure rising amid a faster upturn in output and new orders.
$1.
No, I don't think so. Oh, he might be, but like I don't think so.
Huh.
We're 3 minutes away from French manufacturing PMI. This will be the final read for the month of August. No change expected to the prelim of 57.3.
Just, this is like random as fuck, but like if you guys don't hear from me for like a week, and I just like dip out off the internet, it's because I got fucking COVID again. FYI.
What do you think you have symptoms?
Tonight I was eating some food my brother made, and like it was tasting really weird. So I was like, I'll order some food. You know, I'm just not hungry right now. And then I ordered some food, and then the food I was eating, like I was losing my taste eating the food, and I'm like, no fucking way. Because when I the first time I got COVID, I didn't have like the food shit that people talk about, like they lose taste. I didn't have that, but like I started to like feel like I was losing taste like in food, and then like also like I feel kind of fucking warm, but I was like working all day today, so it couldn't just because like I was fucking like working my ass off all day today. So I'm hoping, because I mean I was sweating, like I was like dripping. We were in like an 80 because the air's not on in the apartment we were taking all the shit out of, so like I was in there for like 6 hours and like dripping sweat the whole time. So I just fucking overexerted myself today, or I'm fucking got COVID again, because my mom's a nurse at a prison and they have COVID there all the time. So
Dollar index.
yeah, so let's see what fucking happens.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah, good luck, dude. Your mom must be fucking gangster as hell to be a nurse in that situation.
yeah, she don't give a fuck.
1 minute till French manufacturing PMI. Final read for August, as we said, seen at 57.3, unchanged from the prelim.
How many farms did we end up with tonight? Did we keep track?
I think once the swing started getting into it, then I think there was 2 or 3 significant farms, and then the rest was just but everything after that was still a win. But it was
Euro dollar.
It's got plenty of cows. All the milk.
literally, yeah, enough cows to have COVID and then not worry about it for a bit.
We need to like get another couple farms, and then we'll trade all the farms in for a Wagyu farm.
Bro, what farm?
Wagyu.
10 seconds.
You don't know what
Excuse
Wagyu
me?
is? You don't know what fucking Wagyu is?
Dude, what language are you speaking?
Look up
57.5
hold on.
for French manufacturing PMI. 57.5. That's revised up from the prelim at 57.3.
What Wagyu beef? Like meat? Cattle?
Yeah.
You know, when I heard you speak, I thought you sounded privileged as fuck. What kind of ridiculous high-class meat is this?
Dude, I've never had it.
So why do you want it?
Because it's the best steak in the fucking world.
How do you know if you've never had it?
Because everybody else has had it and they said it's fucking amazing.
That's there's so many delicacies where it just doesn't taste nearly as good as as you think it is. I think
But it's fucking. But so if you look at the meat, the way the cattle are raised, the fat is basically inside the meat till it is covered in small fat particles within inside the meat. So when you cook it, you are getting just so much flavor.
We're 3 minutes away from German manufacturing PMI. Again, final read for the month of
It's
August.
so good.
No
Because
changes
you know how
to the
a
prelim
real
at
big American steak is
62.7.
big, meaty, tough. You know what I mean? It can be cooked to perfection, but it's always going to be kind of a little chewy. You do have those certain cuts like fillets and filet mignon and certain cuts of the steak. They're going to be great, but in general, the cuts of the steak are going to be kind of chewy. Even if they're cooked perfectly. Wagyu, it's just the whole cow is just amazing.
Yeah, I see that marbling looks. Yeah,
Oh,
no, it looks
yeah,
good.
you see it. Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
It melts in your mouth. It just melts. Yeah. That's why I'm moving to Vegas.
I don't know, man. I think the best play is to get a bunch of llamas. So when people say, "What are you?" you can be like, "I'm a llama farmer." I think that's the move.
That's a side gig.
Fuck you. That's the dream I've had since I was a baby. You asshole.
I'm sorry.
What's up, traders? Quickly closing euro dollar buys to break even. Nice day today, guys. I was not gonna trade, but euro's very nice.
What the fuck are you on? Because I need some of that. You're excited and happy. I need whatever this guy's drinking.
Yeah, you're too happy too early in the morning, Gisa. What's going on?
I'm always happy, man.
Alright.
It's too early to be happy.
No. You should know what supplements I take. Make me very awake.
What kind of supplements, Sean?
I got 400 milligrams of caffeine.
I knew it. I was about to say you got fucking 6 cups of coffee in right now. Or what? That's exactly what I was about to say.
Only on my off days, so 2 days I take magic mushrooms, 1 day caffeine.
Where the fuck are you from?
1 day good week, no losses.
Where's he at? Where's he from? Where are you from?
I think Amsterdam, right? Kisa, you're from Amsterdam, right?
Yes, I'm from the Netherlands.
I knew that was fucking okay. Yeah, no, makes
It's
sense.
legal in my country here.
Yeah, fuck you. Shut up. I know. I immediately said you're from Amsterdam. I knew it. I could tell by your fucking voice and how happy you were.
Oh man, I was listening to 400 BPM music.
Okay, what's going on here?
I want to go.
I had 2.5 lots open on Euro, but I just closed before the news.
I was thinking of buying the euro too, but never mind. It's way too far down.
Ten seconds.
These guys are talking about buying the euro. Pfft.
Yeah.
62.6 for German manufacturing PMI. 62.6, a slight down revision from the prelim.
I was earlier in pound-dollar buys, but luckily stopped out break even and in profit.
Stop out break even is usually a bad idea.
Why were you trying to long the euro?
Here from
Just
market
wondering.
says the survey output index at its lowest since August 2020. New orders continuing to rise sharply in Germany, albeit also at a slower pace. They do say
I looked at
confidence remain historically elevated as well.
Well, last week was green, the week was bullish, but more on the short-term side. They pumped the dollar before London session and they dumped it to buy it again. And I trade very often pound yen, and the same thing happens on pound yen nearly every London session. Not today, but on the app.
So that's why you were gonna try to go long?
Yeah, no, I was long. I just closed before I joined the call.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I'm having a lot smaller stop. But I got kinda lucky on the news though. Nonetheless, in my technical plan, I usually wait for the 88% retracement. Yeah, there it goes. It goes down now. I got good closer.
What was the news?
The volatile euro news, it was negative. Before there was Italy news, and there was what more about France, I think. This was positive, but Germany just got negative on the 55
Oh, really? Okay.
mark. Yeah, so now they're dumping it again. And now in 2 minutes there's more news, so I don't want to hold. Usually I don't trade when there's news, but I had a very small stop. Yeah, I should have joined this community earlier.
We're just under 3 minutes away from the top of the hour, awaiting the final print for Eurozone manufacturing PMI. Again, no change expected to the prelim print at 61.5. Also getting unemployment data from Italy. The unemployment rate for July seen pulling back to 9.6% from 9.7%. From Norway, manufacturing PMI due for August, prior read of 63.3. We do have German state CPI from Brandenburg set for release as well, though this may be somewhat stale given the pan-German regional pan-German print was released yesterday.
I only joined the community because I heard there was hot fucking trader chicks, but then there's just weird dudes like Sevico, so...
Oh, I'm not looking for chicks here, man. I'm just looking for
Hello,
wisdom
guys.
and knowledge.
I want to buy Euro USD but wanted to get your opinions.
Where is Sebastian anyway?
Don't buy euro. I don't think you buy euro now.
Yeah, like there's like the employment report for the US coming out
In 1 minute, yeah, less than 100 seconds.
Not in 1 minute. That's euro. But I mean, I'm trying to figure out like a general time. It's coming out at 12 GMT, but I don't know what time that is yours. That has a chance to change like the whole flow of the euro USD. So I'd be careful long term.
Yeah, I was already in scalp. I was very short term. I already had 2.5 lots, and I closed around $200. So only like 0.2 open now, but stop loss is risk free.
Free stops is usually a bad idea.
100% all in, long, go.
Farm.
Yeah, scalps are definitely risky. But I will a lot of carry.
On margin.
There's no such thing as risk-free.
Okay, I cannot lose any money on the position.
But you will lose the position.
Yeah.
So this is usually, in 99.9% of all cases, it's a bad idea. Unless your entry is exactly at support. Even then it's a bad idea.
10 seconds till
I bought at, let me see.
61.5.
Oh, 990 I bought. 930 was my stop. So 6 points, and it went more than a 1-to-1.
Eurozone PMI 61.4. Italian unemployment rate 9.3%.
Got 9 pips, 1.5 risky wide.
This morning.
From 63.2. Just to repeat, Eurozone manufacturing PMI for August has been revised slightly lower from the prelim to 61.4 from 61.5.
Fuck, man, I feel like I'm getting a fever. God damn it.
Have you been taking? You need to take vitamins vitamin D and also zinc.
Yeah. I take zinc, magnesium, omega fish, omega oil, omega fish. I take L-theanine. This is something what I do really recommend.
L-theanine? Isn't that for that's for working out?
The PMI.
No.
A closer look at the report
The
from March.
esport pros take it.
Meanwhile, has
It's for super focus.
from July's all-time high as
I can.
focused on boosting operating capacity. They do say though that a dip in future sentiment in August linked
Another first mate in here, Pillager Bonks or something.
and the spread of the Delta variant.
He takes it
and
too.
signs that both output and employment growth have peaked.
Well, like when I say zinc and vitamin D, I mean that's because it's supposed to help you against COVID.
Yes. No, that's why I definitely also was gonna take supplements.
Yeah,
That's a lot for my trading.
I should go buy some tomorrow.
Yeah, vitamin D. It's that's why they say that like the sun is good for you because I think people that have been staying indoors, they're really deficient in vitamin D, so that's a problem. And zinc is important as well.
Put it in voice contacts. It elevates level of GABA, serotonin, and dopamine, and as well it regulates mood, concentration, alertness, and sleep, appetite, energy, and cognitive skills. It's not really for working out. I think it's more for brain power. But then I microdose magic mushrooms as well, and I don't think it's legal most around the world. But in the Netherlands it is. No. Once every 3 days. Once every 3 days. But very small amounts, only 60% of the minimum, because it's very strong.
Hey, soft man's in chat.
Like a full doses would be 15, but I take 0.6. So it's like, yeah, you can calculate it. It's very small amount. And like 4% of the total you would use.
Alright, I'm gonna get off. I'll have my phone beside me. I'm probably listening. I'm gonna try to go to sleep. I gotta be up in a few hours.
Alright, man. Take care. See you
Take
next
care, man. Have a good one.
Alright, you too. Don't be betting the whole farm while I'm gone, alright? I
No,
love you,
never.
soft
Hey.
man.
Yes, I am.
Yo, but yeah, dude, take it easy, man. If you feel sick, just yeah, take it easy.
But I do recommend the, what's it called, the L-theanine a lot. You should look it up a little bit.
I'm looking at it on Amazon right now.
Yeah, it's very healthy. Before I always thought supplements were a scam. I still think there are plenty of companies that make a huge percentage profit on the supplements. Of course, still the ones who are buying it.
What's up at Softman25?
But L-theanine is really good and super cheap.
So I'm not like, only what I'm really upset about is like if I do get COVID, everybody's going out of town this week. So like there's a couple of girls that have been like hitting me up on fucking these like apps, and like I was gonna try to hook up with one of them this week. And of
These
course,
apps? You mean Tinder?
Tinder, Hinge, and then what's the other one? Bumble.
Oh, nice. Yeah, isn't Hinge? That's where you try to find a relationship.
Just got off work, so big chillin'. Usually have this stream up when possible during my work day. I'm working from home since it's big chill.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. Why don't you just say, yeah, whatever. I'm sure they don't mind if you've
Hell
got
yeah,
COVID.
I got Vea.
Yeah, hey girl, you wanna come over and get COVID and some dick?
Dude, if she has COVID as well, then you can take care of her.
That'd be perfect.
Or
yeah.
That would be good.
Like, hey, do you happen to have COVID this week? You do? Guess what? I got COVID.
Yeah,
Let's
they
take
should have that
COVID,
option.
baby.
They should have that option on. They should have that option on Tinder. It's like, you know, do you live close? Do you have COVID? Just kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I post my positions in P&L, but I don't know. It's maybe some traders here would think it's toxic. It can be somewhat toxic.
What's toxic? P&L point.
Like too aggressive or too small stops. I know lots of traders here will never take a stop under like 50 or 100.
Why is on Euro you always take like double the size of the other positions?
On pound, Euro moves slower, and I can have a smaller stop loss. Pound, I want to be careful. Okay, what is you mean? N acylate Christine, yeah?
Yeah.
This one. Okay.
Yeah, I watched a lot of like lectures on it and shit, like college lectures, but man.
That's interesting, because the L-theanine, like I said, a month ago, maybe a year ago, I thought most of the supplements were a scam, but I was just quite ignorant.
Theanine's great though, because it makes you meditative because of the alpha waves, so you can just take it while you trade. You're like super chill.
Yeah, because the thing with the L-theanine, it did help me improve trading.
Yeah, I was also studying. Fuck, dude, I could put in like, well, the entire day.
When I take visuals too, I can like really just keep on absorbing information.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested. Yeah, I still have a Euro position, but it's only 5-6 pips up. It's only $12, so I'll leave it.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. Afternoon. How's it going?
Hi there.
So, DAX made a nice move.
Pound yen is also still moving up. I should have just FOMO'd in there. How come the yen is getting more weakness? Because cable is not really moving at all. I was trying to buy a little bit of cable since you were in the dragon.
Yen should
Yeah.
be, like, in general, getting weaker and weaker and weaker. They're getting outbreaks of coronavirus, like last time I checked, and it's like I think that we're moving towards risk on, or like at least less risk off. So people should be just moving away from yen. That's why I really got caught with my pants down yesterday, man. Because like I just wasn't expecting that sudden buy of yen.
Yeah, dragon. And as well, I think if you watch like the Euro move, because the Euro move before London was quite volatile, and it took like 6-9 minutes to move from 1.18 all the way to 1.1814, and then it, because the buyers were pushing up the volume, for me it was also bullish. And I think Swiss had positive news. "20 minutes pound news." And Euro news again in 50 minutes.
I'm tempted to short the DAX, but not sure yet.
NASDAQ.
So, Swing, how is it going?
0.3 on yen just now, but now I have no clue what's gonna happen. Thinking of buying the euro, but it dipped down again, so I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I'm looking to NASDAQ. It's holding the view up since so. Or it's at view up. I was thinking to short DAX. But I'm also now kind of confused. Well, maybe I'll short DAX with a stop loss above 16. Oh, the video on that island was really cool with the drone. But did you fly also the FPV by yourself?
No, I don't have one.
I know, but your friend allowed you to fly yours? His?
No, I didn't ask.
Was he flying with the motion controller or with the normal remote?
With the remote controller.
Okay.
So now on cable, there's a doji on the last hour, but we're still above the VWAP. Decisions.
We're just under 10 minutes away from the bottom of the hour. We get the final print for UK manufacturing PMI in August. No change expected from the prelim at 60.1.
NASDAQ.
So now dollar Swiss is breaking down, but euro is still, euro is going up.
The US dollar is going down.
So it's good. It's breaking the VWAP, so it's good for my euro long. Hello, Final. How are you doing?
Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, good trades for me so far, but not too much action. Missed the pound yen.
3 minutes till UK manufacturing PMI, seen unrevised from the prelim at 60.1. One minute. Ten seconds. $60.3 for UK manufacturing PMI, $60.3 up from $60.1 in the prelim.
Bullish news on the pound.
NASDAQ.
I'm buying the pound against the dollar. Looks good. But of course, good risk management.
Damn it, I didn't took the duck short. Well,
It's hitting the VWAP in a minute anyway.
yeah. Yeah, I wanted to short it from near to the daily R1 towards the VWAP, but
Looking at Reuters sources, there are 4 OPEC Plus sources noting OPEC Plus focus remains on monthly oil output increase of 400,000 barrels per day despite the upward demand revision.
Should have bought the euro after all.
Yeah, add up to cable longs. It's moving good. It's low risk though, no moves like yesterday. But it's moving nice. That's why the pound was so, or pound dollar I mean, it was so slow. Just because of the euro and the pound news.
And Spain's Sanchez here saying Spain seeks an immediate increase to the minimum wage.
Oh, the move on that pound, not bad.
Looney. Yeah, mi sirena. Hace como un par de años que pasó lo impredecible. Te fuiste por un futuro y el pasado se quedó. Después de un par de meses no sabía cómo sentirme. Tú luchabas por tus sueños pero me abandonaste. Un dolor de cabeza terrible. En ti me paso pensando cuando dijiste te amo mientras soltaba la mano. Un dolor de cabeza terrible. Yo ya no quiero olvidarte, pero cuando amas a alguien tú tienes que dejarla ir. Cuentos de playa con fogata en la arena o como sirenas.
Comments from the Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov says Russian and US positions at arms talks are still very far apart.
No me pondría a mentir diciendo que eras perfecta, pero hasta con tus errores eres lo mejor que vi.
It's a nice thing, the VWAP. I indicated. Because it shows the dollar weakness on Euro and dollar Swiss. But then again, news for Euro again, 60 minutes.
NASDAQ.
¿Sabes lo que pasa, mi amor? Cuando nos tocamos los dos, la distancia lo ha destruido. Es más fácil decir adiós. ¿Sabes lo que pasa, mi amor? Cuando nos tocamos los dos, la distancia lo ha destruido. Es más fácil decir adiós. Cuentos de playa con fogata en la arena o como sirenas. Esto no fue real. Todos los besos y caricias ajenas y todos mis temas, no te voy a extrañar. Cuentos de playa con fogata en la arena.
Pound moving!
Como sirenas, esto no fue real. Todos los besos y caricias ajenas y todos mis temas, yo te voy a extrañar. Mi amor, solamente quería decirte que no puedo asimilar tu partida y quiero verte, quiero que vuelvas.
Data from China, August retail passenger car sales fall by 13% year on year. That does leave us just over 10 minutes away from the top of the hour. Data due from the Eurozone, the unemployment rate for July. Range of estimates between 7.5 and 7.7%. Median estimate for unemployment in the Eurozone, 7.6%, against a prior 7.7%.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna call it a day. Everything is pretty far extended, except of the NASDAQ, actually.
Yeah, I was looking the same. Stays at VWAP.
Anything else is just, yeah, wherever.
NASDAQ.
Yeah, but the structure is kind of broken already with the VWAP. So immediate structure-wise, this is probably a short.
No, on 50 minutes, I agree. It was the dailiest one. Plus some sort of divergence in play. Yeah, I made 1 point something yesterday, so I'm quite good, but still. I think I am also staying away. Curious what DAX does, because currently they announced that they will reopen the clubs and whatnot with that 3G rule which they implemented. So in theory, should be positive everything.
Yeah, I'm closing Euro and cable.
We're 3 minutes away from the Eurozone unemployment rate for July, seen at 7.6% against a prior 7.7%. One minute. Ten seconds. .6% for the unemployment rate as expected, though the prior month revised up to 7.8% from 7.7%. US President Joe Biden is set to tell Zelensky the US will counter any Russian expansion. Ukrainian leader to meet with Biden Wednesday at the White House. Reports suggesting Biden is to tell the Ukrainian leader the US will counter any Russian expansion. Comments here from Bank of England's Bailey on climate change says we have instigated a number of initiatives that help ensure PRA-regulated firms identify and mitigate financial risks that they face from climate change.
Close all.
Alright, I'm closing the NASDAQ. That's it, just hit the VWAP. Actually, the target was 15,585. And it looks like this is actually gonna happen.
And also DAX is at the VWAP, so let's see.
I'm calling it a day. This is getting, yeah. I mean, there are sure some opportunities gonna come up, but I'm not so sure about it. I'm just gonna take the money and call it a day. Well, straight to the target. Damn it! I exited that one too early. It was just a quick scalp anyway.
And now I'm taking too long ducks actually. I will. But very small. From now.
Yeah, that's why I exited the NASDAQ short. And, the DAX hit the wave up, but the NASDAQ actually went deeper.
Hmm.